Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to our Monday morning tap in. So let's talk happiness. Let's talk happiness, right? What makes us happy? What makes us happy? And that's going to be different for all of us. But basically, what it comes down to is when our needs are met, we're happy. We feel comfortable. We feel joyful, right? We can relax more. When our needs are not met, we feel uncomfortable. We feel these uncomfortable emotions. That's where things like anger, or sadness, or frustration come in. And so today, this week, is all about awareness to what we're feeling, to our happiness, to when we're unhappy or feeling uncomfortable, or when we're happy and feeling comfortable. So, the biggest problem when we're trying to achieve happiness or find happiness is that most of us are looking in the outer world or the outside for outside sources for these needs of ours to be met, to be happy. So, last week was all about our gut health, right? From an Ayurveda point of view, our gut health is dependent on having a strong digestive fire, Agni. And so last week was about some good tips and tools to start to get those digestive fires burning within our body so that, when we eat food and have experiences out in life, we have this strong Agni, this gut health that can help to burn up the food that we eat, but also our experiences. So when we're not paying attention to our gut health, right, when we're not paying attention to the healthy ways that we can eat and feeding our body with good food and good thoughts and good experiences, we get what's called ama. So this is toxicity within the body, and this wreaks havoc on our digestive health. So, as important as food is and taking care of our digestive fire, right? The more fire we have, the more we can metabolize this ama, right? And the better foods that we eat, the better our digestive fire can burn off this ama. We also have to be very aware of the thoughts that we think, right? We have to be aware of our emotional state because emotions and stress create what's called emotional ama. So you could be eating very well. You could be going, I eat healthy all the time. But what are you feeding your body in the form of thoughts? Are you able to feel your emotions? Are you able to understand the messages that your body is giving you? Emotional wellness comes down to the thoughts that we're thinking, the stress, how well we're able to handle stress. And we all know that stress is the leading cause of all the diseases out there in our life, right? All the diseases. If we can start to manage our stress, we can calm our emotions, we can calm ourselves down, we can basically what we're doing is increasing that Agni fire when we work on our stress and work on our emotional state and being able to metabolize that. And then that increases the gut health, and we can metabolize our thoughts and we can metabolize our stress so much better. So being aware of our needs is important. Okay. Being healthy is so much more than eating healthy. Okay. It's about being emotionally healthy, which then leads to being mentally healthy as well. So we've all heard that saying, pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. So when we're suffering emotionally, okay, this is when we're feeling anger and frustration and sadness, and we don't know what to do with these emotions. So when we're suffering emotionally, what this means is that our needs are not being met. So, okay, my needs are not being met. What do we do about that? First, we have to understand what those needs are. So Deepak Chopra says there are 4 fundamental human needs that we all have. So calls them the 4 A's. We all have the need for attention, affection, acceptance, and appreciation. Those are the 4 fundamental human needs. This week, we're going to bring awareness to these needs, and when these needs are met for us and when they're not met. Okay? So this is where we have to go inward. Instead of waiting for the outside world to fill those needs up for us, if we're always seeking for it outside, we will run into suffering, because the needs are, it's a bonus if those needs are met from the outer world. We got to go inside. So we have to begin to start to understand the messages of our body. When we feel comfortable in our body, lean back and take a look at what is going on. Those 4 fundamental needs are most likely met when we feel comfortable in our body. We'll feel peaceful. We'll feel happy. We'll feel joyful. We'll feel content. We'll feel comfortable in our body. But when these needs are not met, we feel uncomfortable. Okay. This is where the emotions come up. Well, I'm angry, or I'm sad, or I'm frustrated, or I'm irritated, or I'm afraid. And when we're feeling those emotions, we feel uncomfortable sensations in our body. And if we ignore these, if we ignore the emotions, if we ignore these uncomfortable sensations in our body, that's when it starts to snowball on us, and we begin to maybe trap those emotions, or we don't know how to release those emotions, and then they add momentum, and we begin to feel pain in our body. And then we think, well, the pain is coming from something else, when that root source of that pain was actually this emotion or this discomfort that our body gave us a message of, saying, I'm uncomfortable. So this week, this is a big topic, and I'm trying to put it all into about 15 minutes. So this week is about bringing awareness to when you are feeling uncomfortable emotions, and to lean back and ask yourself, what need of mine is not getting met? Okay. Again, there's so much more to this, and I'll add more into it into the blog post that I'll post later today. But this is what we need to get to the bottom of all these uncomfortable sensations, emotions, feelings that end up showing up in our body. Lean back, take a few deep breaths, and ask yourself, what of these 4 fundamental needs are not getting met for me? Is it attention? Do I need some attention? Do I need some affection? Do I need acceptance? Do I need appreciation? Maybe none of them are getting met. Maybe most of them are and some of them aren't. But we're going to take a lean back here. Stop waiting for the outer world or outside sources to fill up those needs, and start to take a look at, what can I do today to meet these needs of mine? Okay. So first we have to become aware. Okay. Isn't that interesting? I didn't realize those were some fundamental needs. Some aha moments. And then to go, when I'm feeling uncomfortable in my body, it's because one of those needs are not being met. So now I get to open myself up and go, okay, what is not being met, and how can I meet that for myself? Okay. One more step to this is, and this goes back to a tap in from months ago, is like, whatever it is that we feel that we need, can we give that to another? So the more that we give out what it is that we also need, it's this, that the law of giving and receiving. Give it out. So if you see somebody in your life, we all have that, somebody in our life that struggles and we don't know what to do, right? How can we help them? Well, this is how we can help them. Take a look at the fundamental needs. Maybe they just need some attention. Maybe they need affection. Maybe they just need a hug, right? Maybe they don't need you yapping and talking all the time and trying to fix things. Maybe they just simply need some acceptance from you or appreciation. So start to look at how you can also give these four fundamental needs to others if you see someone struggling, or if you have a relationship in your life that seems to be struggling, right? So go inward, notice where your needs are not being met, and then we can take it outward and practice this giving and receiving, this energy of giving and receiving of just these four fundamental needs, nothing else. You don't need to fix anything for yourself or anybody else. Just start to become aware of these four fundamental needs. So, our intention this week, what can I do today to meet my own needs? Right? Today, I'm going to become aware of all the feelings and sensations in my body and notice when I'm uncomfortable and when I'm comfortable. And what need would not be met in that feeling of discomfort? Okay. Or maybe today I'm also, as I go out into the world, I'm going to look for ways that I can help fulfill these needs in someone that I see as suffering. All right, let's tap this in. Let's tap this in. Okay. So let's begin by just shaking it out, moving. Oh, moving is one of the best ways that you can get the needs of attention. Let's go, attention or appreciation even for your body. As you're moving, you're bringing some attention to how your body feels. Okay, and then you're gonna just start to shake out. So shake out through one side and the other side. Good, just shake it out, get things moving. Bring some attention to your body. What does your body feel like? Is it stiff? Is it feeling good? Is it painful? March it out. And then just start to bring one hand up. What does that feel like in your body? Just bring some attention to your body. And just the touching our body is giving ourselves some affection. Now, let's do the tapping. We like to tap in. I love to tap in. Let's go down. Don't worry about what side or where you are. I want you just to tap. This is giving your body some affection. Okay, so if you're going, well, when I noticed I was moving, my knee hurt, we'll go down and do a little bit of tapping around there. So by bringing some attention to your body, you notice that you had some aches and pains. Maybe it's in your low back. Now, this tapping is about bringing your body some affection. This, again, attention and affection. Two of those four fundamental needs. Good. Okay, and then just shake it out. Rub your hands together. Take a nice breath. Inhale. Now, let's go underneath the eyes. Oh, here we go. We're getting right into the stomach meridian. This is where we hold a lot of worries. Okay, so this is where acceptance is going to come in, right? Maybe we need to accept the current situation, or maybe we need to accept ourselves. What are we worrying about? Who are we worrying about? Where do we need to bring some acceptance into ourselves? Maybe we're worrying about our own health. Maybe we're worrying about our own relationships. Maybe we got to bring some acceptance in here. Take a nice breath. And then let's move to that area, right? Your collarbone area. This gets our energy moving in the right direction. Just breathe. Again, what are those four fundamental needs? Attention, affection, acceptance, and appreciation. Right? When we feel uncomfortable in our body, some of those needs, one of those needs, maybe all of those needs are not being met. Let's bring awareness to that this week. Big breath, inhale. And how can I fulfill my own needs? Not expect other people to do it, because we'll always end up in that place of suffering, right? Suffering is optional. Then come into the thymus, gratitude right here. So this is where we are grateful for our body, for our life, for our health, for the people. Yes, how about those people that do help fulfill those needs for us. Well, that's awesome and that's great. That's a bonus. We can, of course, accept those needs being met from others. We have to make sure these fundamental needs are met by ourselves first. To find gratitude for you, gratitude for your body, gratitude for your life. Big breath, inhale. Good. Okay, and underneath, let's metabolize all of this. Really big stuff here today. There's our 4 fundamental needs. Our intention this week is first of all, bring awareness to those needs. Interesting. Isn't that interesting? This is why I'm feeling uncomfortable in my body, because this particular need is not being met. And how today? How can I meet this particular need for myself today? Not waiting for somebody else to fulfill it, but for me to fulfill it. And then how maybe I'm seeing somebody suffer, or I'm seeing a relationship of mine suffer. How can I notice those 4 fundamental needs in someone else? Maybe they just need a little attention or a little affection, just a simple hug, right? Maybe they need some acceptance and some appreciation. Check it out. Okay, there'll be so much more to this on how to work through this on my blog later today, so please check that out as well. But for now, just bringing your awareness to these 4 fundamental needs and going inward, noticing the comfort and the discomfort we feel in the body. They're correlated. This is how we get to the bottom and find our happiness, release that emotional ama, release the stress. This is going to participate to a stronger Agni fire, more digestive fire, healthier body, healthier mind. Namaste, everybody. Enjoy your week.